Hi guys, it's your favorite girl here once again. Today for our shoot we did it at Magnolia, a very serene environment. I'm sure you're wondering why. The special thing about this place is it's safe for kids and for adults. There are playgrounds, there is a pool, there is a park for those, you know, sport boys, you understand. It's very serene, beautiful, and safe for all. My guest for today is Kenny, an amazing young lady. She's doing fantastic things. I'll tag her in the video below so you guys can follow her and check her out. As a mother of two who is doing amazing things in the community, she's one that we should look after. Thanks, guys.
It can only be nice.
Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode. It's been a while since I uploaded this video and I apologize. Today we have on the show Kenny. She's the first person I'm actually going to interview for you guys to view. So I'll let her introduce herself and then we'll get right into the discussion for today. Hi Kenny,
Hello, Eunice.
how are you?
Ah, I'm good.
The bubbly, lively Kenny,
Kenny Mama One,
the one and only.
the one and only.
Oh yeah.
We don't have photocopy.
Not at all.
We don't have
No
boo.
one can match.
How? Okay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow. That question is always very, very loaded.
Yeah.
But I'll try as much to summarize
Okay.
a little bit
Please
about
do.
me. Okay, so my names are
Okay.
Adi Kende, Husenat Okoyemi, BK, but I am popularly known as Kenny Mama.
Okay.
I am 29 years old, but apparently I'll be 30 very soon.
Oh, then I guess happy birthday in advance.
I beg it's next year now. Don't worry, there's still
All
more
the
time.
same, all the same.
All the same, yes. So I'm a 29-year-old young lady. I think the first thing I'll say about myself is I am a girl child advocate.
Yeah.
That is the one thing I shout about literally every day.
Yeah.
I am a volunteer for a boatload of NGOs here in Tamale,
Yeah.
like Plan International, Martha Inspired Foundation, Gem Ghana, NOSAC, Sweden,
That's a
Power
lot.
to Youth. Yeah, so I try as much as possible to do a lot of things. I don't want to just be in one place.
Okay.
I'm also a content creator as
Cool.
well. I'm a social commentator. Apparently, the act of talking can be very useful.
Yeah.
So I use it
Yeah.
very, very well.
You mentioned earlier that you're a business woman as well. You have
Yes,
a
of course.
business.
I'm also an entrepreneur. I do a lot of businesses, but
Yeah.
I'm mostly usually a middleman. I do a lot of networking and social. I have what we call a very, very great social capital influence.
Yeah,
Yes, which is
yeah.
very, very important in our world today. What else? I'm the proud mom of
Yeah.
two
Lovely.
amazing human beings. Yes, very, very proud mom.
Okay. How are they doing?
I did. Every time I wake up in the morning, I pray for patience,
Yeah.
understanding,
Yeah.
and the willingness not to commit murder. Yes, that's literally part of my prayers every morning.
Yeah.
But as since for them, their development is going very well.
Beautiful.
Their growth is going very well.
Cool.
Although the boy likes to ask me grown-up questions, it's part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in all, I would say they're fine.
That's great. So I know you to be a single mom. Can you tell us how that is like not having a partner active in the lives of the kids and in yours as well? Can you throw a little light on that?
On that, okay.
Yeah.
So would you want me to start from the beginning?
Well, as long as the video can take, but just try as much as possible
Possible
to
to summarize.
summarize.
Okay. Okay. So I think it was at the age of 18, I decided I was going to be a single mother.
You decided
Yes, I decided. I made up my mind that
that you were going to get pregnant,
no,
or it happened and you're like, okay, I want to be a single.
no, I actually wanted to get
You
pregnant.
at 18.
Yeah. It was a tough decision. There were so many unforeseen factors involved,
Okay.
and I got very, very scared because there's this saying in my country, Nigeria, of course, that it is better to be an unmarried woman than to be a barren woman. I couldn't fathom the thought of not having kids.
Okay.
And I realized at that particular moment that was the perfect time for me to have my kids.
At 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Some
know.
would say that's too early or too soon.
In Nigeria, we've already grown up since age 10. So as at age 18, I was like 32 in grown up years.
Did you have a job? Didn't
Oh yeah.
you?
Oh, that time when we came to Ghana, I obviously came to school. But
Okay.
as at when I was in Nigeria, we had our own business already. We had like what we call a consultancy service. We did babysitting, we sold food, we did waitressing, we did shop attendance. Like we literally did anything and everything
Yeah.
just to make sure. So there was a time that we were good. We were even the ones taking care of my
home.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we came to Ghana, Ghana is a totally different demographic.
True.
And I didn't realize it would even be that much of an issue when I decided to be a single mom. Because the first statement I heard is in Ghana here, in Ghana here, in Ghana here you don't do this, oh. In Ghana here you don't do that. Oh. I said, okay, I've done it already. What am I going to do?
So you had your first child at 18 in Ghana here?
Yes.
Okay.
I gave birth to her obviously in 19. So my firstborn is a girl.
Okay. Yeah.
She's called Lydia Angela Olua.
Hi Lydia, in case you chance on this video.
Oh, she's definitely going to watch this video. Lydia Angela Olua Awento.
Beautiful.
Now, Lydia was an interesting pregnancy because when I got pregnant with her,
Let's talk about the selection process. Was it in terms of, was it that you decided, okay, your current partner is the one you're gonna have the child with, or it was like, let me just look for any man out there and use him to have to make my dream possible?
So basically, my mom doesn't know this. So if she's going to be watching this video, she's going to call me again to ask a lot of questions. But apparently, it's my honest sitting.
Okay.
And I've decided that sometimes when you control the narrative, it makes it, I can just like, are you doubting me? Go watch the video. Don't ask me a question. I've said the truth. If you want to believe, it's your choice.
Yeah.
You carry your load on your head. So basically, when I found out that I had a medical condition that needed me to get pregnant at that age, I had to start a selection process.
So you found out about the condition before the condition made you make that decision.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
So at what age
basically.
did you find that out?
That was when I was 18.
18. Okay.
Yes,
So
that's
what
when
was
I
the
was
condition?
18.
Can you share a little light on that?
So it was a very, very bad case of ulcer.
Okay.
Yes, the ulcer had gotten so much that I was beginning to have a hole in my stomach.
Okay.
And according to the doctor's diagnosis, I would have to have a surgery later, but it wasn't safe because they felt I was a bit too small. At the time, you guys won't believe, I was actually a skinny person. As at the time, I was so smallish, they weren't even sure if the surgery was going to be safe. So they decided that okay, this is what we're going to do. They would give me time to grow a bit older. Then I come back, we discuss the options for the surgery and see the way forward. But then the doctor advised that if it would be sensible for me to give birth, because there is a probability that if my condition doesn't get better, I wouldn't be able to carry pregnancy up to term. So probably I might carry in my miscarriage, or I might carry in my reach the 6 months. I won't be able to. It would be a lot of work and stress for me. So I was like, okay, now that it's not as bad, because I definitely knew at that particular time I couldn't afford the surgery, even if, and they said I couldn't even do it. So why waste time? Why not just
Give it a try.
Give birth
Okay.
and see what happens?
Okay.
So I remember we traveled to Kumasi to visit a couple of friends, and then all this I kept secret. I didn't tell anybody, and I was looking for sperm banks. Yes, I was looking for sperm banks, and I found one.
At 18.
Yes, I mean, I had my Nigerian sense. Over there in Nigeria, there's so much. I think we're a little bit more developed.
Okay.
Yes, so I mean, I could immediately know that okay, if I can't do normal pregnancy, I can do IVF. I
Okay.
can find another option.
Yeah.
So I went to the sperm bank. I started the process, but I got eliminated because of this
The
same
condition.
condition.
Yeah.
So I was distraught. I was downcast. I didn't know what to do. Luckily for me, it was go crazy week at UDSY campus. And here comes this dude who just, oh, Kenny, I like you. Okay. So the funny thing was, through all this time, I was still a virgin. I was very much a virgin. So I decided, okay. So he said, oh, let's go out. And I think I was actually very naive at the time. I didn't know when a man invites you to his room,
That's
he's
what
gonna
it means.
try.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know. So when he invited me and I saw that, oh, that was where he was going.
You're like, this is your chance.
I was like, perfect. Didn't say anything. Lay down. Oh, he did what he wanted to do. I cleaned myself up, got up and went to my hostel. So I waited for a while. He did actually that I wasn't. So I made it look like, oh, I was surprised. That, oh, then it started with vomiting. You know that typical Nigerian intro where you just rush out vomiting like, Kenny, go and buy pregnancy test immediately. They're coming to do test. They do the test.
You're a suspect.
Yes, we do the test, and it was very, very pregnant. So they're like, okay, so I have to find a way to talk to my mom. I have to tell the father. In my head, I was like, eh? Tell who? Somebody I didn't even want to be in the picture in the first place. What did I should tell him? I kept quiet. I was now also thinking of how I'll tell my mother. But I didn't want to tell her early. I wanted time to go first. So that when I tell her, by the time I tell her, no, she
It'll
can't
be
tell
too
me,
late
go
to
and, go and
suggest
do,
abortion.
there'll be, oh, my mom is also a very strict Christian.
Okay.
She might not have suggested abortion, but she would have freaked out that, oh, my child too, because my mom was also a single mom,
Okay.
or she's also a single mom.
Yeah.
And she was really praying that, no, for me, they have to, in my head, I was like, I took your photocopy back and forth. Well, but she was hoping. But I said, no, unfortunately, marriage is not in the works for me. I mean, I've seen you be an amazing woman to us, even though there was no man. Because my mom was literally like a man and a woman joined together. So that wasn't the inspiration to why this happened because it was totally out of my control. I couldn't have predicted, I mean, I would get sick or something would happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I finally I remember I was there, I was like 4 months pregnant and then I get a call from my baby daddy and he's like, Kenny. No, he calls me Kiki. Kiki, you're pregnant. I'm like, yes. And so, why didn't you tell me? Blah. I'm like, I got pregnant for me. I didn't get pregnant for you. I genuinely didn't have any plans. I was like, who told you? No, no, he had friends on campus who saw
Yeah.
me and they tried to tell him. I was like, okay, that's fine. He sent me money actually to do an abortion.
Wow.
Yes, he did. I remember. I used the money to buy medicine and take. Although I wasn't supposed to be taking ulcer medication when I was pregnant because it could affect.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I was perfectly fine. So I just used the money to take care of myself basically and still carried my pregnancy fine. Yeah. Fast forward to when I was like 6 months, then I tell one of my senior aunties to tell my mom. And my mom is like, well done, no. We already saw you are pregnant in dream already. My mother, Joseph the Dreamer 2.0, she saw already that they were bringing her baby. She just wasn't sure who was bringing her the baby. So she started doing shopping. She said that, Auntie, I will bring your baby things when you're born. Like joke, this woman came with a bag full of clothes from age 0 to 5 years. She bought every like anything you could think of. Bib, breast pump, clothes, shoes, hair, whatever. I was like, how did she know it was a girl? She said, yeah, she saw it. She saw. So the funny thing was, I thought it was a boy because Lydia disturbed the heck out of me when I was pregnant with her. She would be kicking me to the sense, started calling me Mama Junior because they thought it was a boy. Only for her to come out, my girl.
Baby girl.
Again.
I get
But
it.
my pregnancy journey was fun. It was interesting. I think it was so interesting because I was in school and I was like the first lady to stay on campus once being pregnant. So I broke like a record
Yeah.
because every other person would have deferred, they would have gone into. I was like, who is this? Who is this lady? Come and see me on presentation with my belly, with pride. I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm a woman. We're supposed to be able to handle situations. I mean, the university is for matured students. We're not children, so I should be able to handle it. So it went really well. But I gave birth to Lydia when she was 7 months because I also it was like there was a lot of stress. I couldn't carry her to term, but she came 2.5 and then she fell sick, went down to 2.1. Whew, I was freaking out. I had to go for local treatments just to make sure she got better. And now she's 10 years,
Beautiful.
just like that.
Oh. Let's talk about your son. What
Oh,
about
wow.
him?
Yes, so Jesse was like a total surprise.
I mean, let's talk about the dad.
Ooh.
The whole situation.
So,
How
this
did you
one
guys
too.
meet? Sorry, how did you guys meet? Did you decide that Lydia was enough, or you wanted more kids? Like,
Okay, so
surrounding
so
them.
funny enough, because I knew of my situation,
Yeah.
I was hoping I would be able to have another kid, but I wasn't. I mean, I was just focused on taking care of Lydia. And then coincidentally, I meet this dude. We come together, and I mean, he goes back, and we're all just there. And then all of a sudden, nurses know they come. That waiting is not coming because I was I felt very, very sick, super sick. And usually when we are sick or we are stressed, it can stop
Yeah.
menses. So I decided, okay, let me go for a scan. Only for me to go for a scan, and it was an ectopic pregnancy. He wasn't growing
Yeah.
in the right. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
then this one, I have to flush it out. What am I supposed to do? Only for me to go to this man, Dr. Lutu. I mean, I don't know if he's still alive, but
Okay.
he was very helpful to me during that time. I go to his office, he sees me and he just like, 5 months pregnant is a topic, but you give birth to it like that. Like, which one to be this one? Apparently, he's both spiritual and orthodox at the same time. So he had seen or whatever he had seen,
Yeah.
and he
Surrounding
decided that
having that baby.
I was going to give birth to this baby.
Okay.
So he gave me some medications, told me to start antenatal, that I would give birth soon. Only for me to wait till 11 months, my pikin no dey come.
Wow.
The 9 months benchmark passed, yeah, no baby.
Thank.
When in the 10th month, yeah, no baby. I entered 11 months, I got exhausted because I started developing hypertension because I was being teased a lot.
Was the dad aware you were pregnant?
And yeah, all this while it was away. But, I mean, interaction wasn't so much because at the time I went back to community. So we're talking like once in a while. And for me, I'm pretty independent.
Did he suggest an abortion or
No, no,
whatsoever?
no. Obviously, this one I wasn't even going to give the chance for that conversation to happen.
Yes, I know, but at the end of the day, he also has a say. So I just want to figure out if he was
Well,
interested.
I don't know if he thought he had a say.
Okay.
Funny enough, because of how independent I am, whether or not you have a say, me, I'm keeping the baby. Whether or not you are there, I'm still keeping the baby. Whether or not you are there, I'll still take care of my baby. So, regardless of the whatever situation or drama around it, Kenny was taking care of Kenny. So he was aware. He would call, he would check, oh, how are you? Are you fine? Oh, he chipped in once in a while, tried his best, but I mean, my mom was doing her very best to make sure I was fine.
Support you as well.
That one too, she also dreamed too as well.
Oy.
She also started.
Mommy daydreamer.
So funny enough, she dreamt, but she came before I gave birth.
Okay.
So she wasn't there when I gave birth to Jesse. So she brought baby things too. Same age, 0 to 5. Bought everything. Brought it. I wished me I do that when I born. I didn't know what to do. This is not your first rodeo.
Exactly.
So it was when he was staying in my stomach for like 11 months, and then I developed a little bit of hypertension. I was scared. I was restless, and I just needed you to. So I remember the last time we were speaking, you asked me why they didn't induce labor because of my so many conditions, also asthma, one. They were scared of what would happen, so they wanted it to just flow naturally. So finally, I remember it was on a Sunday. I had gone to the hospital again for another false labor. Danny, in blessed memory, picked me from the hospital, takes me to the house, and is talking to me like, Kenny, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know what is going on. I have no clue. I'm very worried. And I complained that the people in my hostel kept teasing me, like, "Ah, won't you drop your football? That long time you have not given birth." No, no, it was getting to me. Danny entered this hostel and threatens every single person that if you people don't change towards Kenny, I'll make sure police come and arrest all of you. It was like joke. It was Sunday he dropped me. By Monday, I had a knock on the door. "Ah, Kenny, how are you?" Everybody was being out there.
What has changed?
What?
What happened?
What happened? Oh, me, I was enjoying the attention.
Okay.
Tuesday comes and luckily for me, I went into labor again.
Oh, beautiful.
And I was like, God, please let this be the real deal. Because it started at 12 a.m. I had to wait. I woke up my roommate at the time, Lillian. Lillian rubbed my back for me. Lillian would do, Kylie, let me sleep now. Which one is this? The shit I did, I remember at 4 a.m., I went out butt naked to go and take a shower under the tree. Only for me to traumatize one poor guy who was coming to pray. And so I just told you, boss, your prayer spoiled today. But as you are going inside, pray for me to burn because I'm not about to give birth. So I was there like, Charlie, who's going to take me to hospital and things? Went into the compound and said, if you people don't come outside and take me to hospital, I will give birth in the middle of this courtyard. So luckily for me, I got somebody. They took me to Y Regional. Y Regional too. Oh my God, I remember that day. It was full. People literally had to lie down on the floor to give birth. But I think what was lucky for me was because I can speak English. So immediately I came, oh, where's the bed? Where am I going to be? Oh, they already knew that nah, this one know how to speak English. Please let her put her on the bed that she can learn. So they put me on one of the beds and there were still some of the women on the floor. I was waiting for my baby things. Where are they? Not only they had hooked them at the gates, I just told them, excuse me, give the gatesman the phone. Then I switched to Yoruba. One share. Tell them one share. Oh, you should like phone happy. Simba happy mom beating. Oh, and ma gafraya. I said, I just told him, open the gate.
You have no idea.
That was it. The speed at which they used and reach me, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
So I remember I gave birth to Jesse at 8:45 a.m. It took me time because my water didn't break this whole time.
Yeah.
So I was just lying there and I just said, pa. I was like, yeah, time to
It's
burn.
time.
So I gave birth to Jesse at 3.5 kg.
And you made it, the daddy away.
Oh, of course, Abba. He was away. Abi he was kind of around the time, just aware. Everybody was like in their own world.
Okay.
So I gave birth, I did the naming ceremony, everything was fine, and now he's 8 years.
And I remember the last time we spoke, you mentioned as we speak, he's not actively involved in his life.
Yes.
So how is that? Do you know of what reason that could be?
Honestly speaking, I've not bothered to ask. As I told you before, I'm the type that I have my opinions, my way of life, my way of living. I give you what I call reasonable benefit of doubt. I give you the opportunity to come into my life and actually stay.
Okay.
Now, if my patience decides to go, that is it. I close the door. But it doesn't mean I close the door to the extent that we don't talk or you can't reach out to me.
Okay.
So he sends me messages. Mother's Day, he will send me message. Just his birthday, he will send message.
What about money?
I don't
This is
I
for
don't
school
collect
fees
I don't
and
collect
this
a
is-
dime. I
You
do not
don't?
know.
Wow.
I take care of I'm the 100% full guardian of my kids. Yes, I do it by myself.
That must be hard in this economic situation.
I know, but somehow there's this statement people always say, it's God that takes care of children. I don't know why, but I feel like because of them, I will always get something to
Yeah,
survive.
opportunities would open up for
It
you
will-
to be able
It
to
would
take care of
there,
them.
there will always be a chance for me to take care of them. And that is why I feel one of the responsibilities of a parent is to make sure that your child's spirit is happy. Because that child is the one that is closest to God or whoever it is that is in the universe. So if that child decides that, Mommy, God bless you, Mommy, you will find money today. Who in the world is supposed to block it?
Yeah.
Like who is going to prevent that from happening?
Yeah, a child's
Absolutely
prayer
nobody.
is pure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very, very pure. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I've been very grateful of.
Okay.
It's not like as if I did not say I don't want to marry like that. Too.
Yeah.
It's not like as if I don't need companionship or partnership.
But don't you get bothered? Don't you sometimes sit and you're like, at the end of the day, you will do your best.
Sure.
But let's be honest, there are going to be some loopholes in terms of probably your child will, oh, where is my dad? Don't you get bothered of how to fill that void? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you see, there are situations where the father wants to play a role, but it is the mom that is preventing the
Oh,
father.
I
But
bet we
in
know the
this
stories.
case, as far as I understand, you are giving him the
Oh, I
opportunity to,
did.
but he is not. Doesn't that bother you? And how do you deal with that?
Okay, well,
Probably
it's
the kid asks question, "Mommy, where's my dad? Mommy, call
mm,
daddy for me. Mommy, let me tell daddy about my school fees." How do you take care of that?
okay. So for me, when I realized that the situation concerning it was dicey,
Okay.
I blocked all access. So if he even says he wants to talk to him, I tell him no. You want to see pictures? I tell him no. I had to make sure that if there's going to be any form of interaction, it's going to be Jesse's choice. That's my boy.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be his choice. I'll let him know where he is. I'll tell him his name. I'll give him his location. But anything apart from that, my child's privacy, security, and well-being is my 150%. That is my highest. I will not expose my child to any form of drama whatsoever
Okay.
as long as he wants to expose. So I realize, no offense, but I think there's a Ghanaian thing of where is my daddy? Who is my please in Nigeria? 99% of the families I know don't get papa for them. It is your mother that takes care of you. So you can imagine I wake up one morning and ask her with vim, my body, that's mommy, where's my daddy? The kind of look you even give me self, not that it's a bad one, but you if he was there, you'll be there. You get me? So my mom, funny enough, my mom's story is not actually it's very similar to mine because my dad was never involved, never actually really claimed us as his kids or whatever. I don't know what it was.
And you never
But
questioned.
I did. I did. My mom said that's how life is. For she will still take care of her children. So I remember there was one time I met my dad only once ever in my entire life, just once. And we met him. It was okay. We went back. That was it. Only to for him to speak to my mom. I think 13 or 14 years down the line that I heard Kenny has given birth. Is that what you sent her to school to do?
Oh, really? Where was he all this while? That suddenly, because of pregnancy or because he has heard of the news, he feels he is allowed to come and question your mom.
Hey, it's my story, you
Sorry.
sister. Be calming down. Feminist in the kind. So that
Yeah, yes,
interpretation.
yes. So he calls your
So
mom.
I actually, who the heck is he? I'll say somewhere in English. Who the heck? Like who does he think he
Yes.
is? Like why does he think his opinion mattered? No, even if you couldn't even take care of us, you never actually accepted we were your children. You will just put a post once in a while, but that one self, there's no consistency. Like if anybody asks him, "Do you have children?" I doubt he will say yes.
I think people use inadequate financial capabilities to excuse their bad behavior of not being present. Do you
Well, and
understand?
because they'll tell you money runs the world.
Oh, okay.
They've forgotten that money is just a mode of exchange. It's a service that you use to buy goods and services. There was a way to survive before money came. So if you are telling me you don't have money, are you dead? Or do you eat air? Do you drink air? You still drink water. You still eat food. So it still doesn't give the premises or the excuse not to be there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more of like I would prefer somebody who would be transparent, truthful, be accountable. If you want to give me money, that is your choice. I will definitely account for every penny you have given me. But I will also not tolerate rubbish. Yeah, my tolerance for bullshit has greatly reduced. So immediately I start smelling bullshit from a mile away, I back off. So let me give you a good example. The girl was with me till when she was 3 years. When she was 3 years, I took her to her father because, as you said,
He needs to be
he
involved.
needs to be involved.
Yeah.
I really tried not to make it look like, it's only me that I do. Even though I said what I said
You
myself,
made your decision
but
that you
I'm
wanted.
her empath. I'm an empathic person. My heart is good. So I said, okay, let me give you my daughter. Only for me to call you when she was 6 years old. Because I'll go to Accra, I'll go and visit her. There was this particular time I said I was coming. They are not around. They've gone for funeral. That's how it started. Within a span of 3 years, I hadn't set my eyes on my daughter. How? I didn't understand. Every time I call, oh, she's in school now. She won't be available for you to see her. I say, okay, what of holiday? Holiday, she'll go to her grandmother's place. One. I'm like, well, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Did something happen? Only for me to, I just woke up one morning,
He was trying to take
took
full
her.
custody.
No, even if that's not how you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because last time I checked, you're not the one that carried the pregnancy. So why are you trying to take?
You say he impregnated you.
Yeah, well, okay, for that one it's understandable, but we also always have to apply common sense when we are doing things.
Yeah.
I go to account, I was like, you know what, I'm fed up. He works at Cocoa Board, so I said okay. I went there to his office, sat down, and I looked him in the eye. If you see how he was shaking, I didn't know people could be terrified of me until recently. Until recently,
Yeah.
apparently people are terrified of me. This dude,
Your
could-
last interview.
I know, right? This dude was,
Children.
hey, fear. Because I looked at him like, nigga, really? You want to hide my child from me? You better produce, but if not, I will bend you and I'll bend this building down. Apparently, I'm known for bending things. I will bend this building down if you don't give me my daughter's location. Started making calls. What? Made a call. Okay, this is where she is. I say okay. I go and see my daughter. The person I gave is not the same person I met. The person I met, she had a stench. Like when I talk of odor, she had an odor. Lydia, do you bath? She can't talk properly. Her English was, next to nothing. Somebody that could speak 3 good languages before I sent her to the father could only speak 3. I don't know what it is about the car or the environment they were in or whatever it was. It was like all the parenting had suffered to do was just flush down the drain. And because I didn't want to let my mother tell me, Kenny, I told you so, I chalked it up and said, okay, you know what? Let me be the good guy. Show me where she is. I'm going for my thing. Say, oh, you can't just speak her like that. She has to finish this term's education, school, or what. I said, okay. After making me think, he was the one that was doing everything. Not knowing, nigger man had gotten another woman pregnant. And apparently the child was already 3 years old. Only for me to get there, Lydia is telling me that, Mama, do you know my daddy has another? I was like, okay.
That's your business.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. But then it kind of clicked. Why is my daughter not with him anymore? So what happened? So apparently, I don't know if it's a Ghanaian thing where a man will get pregnant and just move into the guy's house. I can't do that shit, obviously. So apparently, they displaced my daughter. He had to find somewhere to drop her. Went and drop. You get
so that he could accommodate
dates,
his baby
yes.
mama
Because
and-
every single time I said I was coming to Dansuman, oh no, you can't come. Wow. I mean, so I can't go to your house without permission. I need you to be there before I go
But
there.
if that is the situation, why don't you give the child back to the mom?
That was all
And
I said.
explain.
That's all I said. I said, if anything, carry my thing, give me. It's not hard. Only for me to go there and they were telling. It was funny. Those hypocrites kept calling me, oh, our wife. I look at her. Who?
Who told
Me.
you I want to be a wife?
Apparently, they told me to my face that, I be because our brother doesn't have money. That's why you left. I was like, niggas. What do I have?
Not everything is about money. Sometimes they forget the behavior of the individual.
And
How
this
the
dude,
individual
this
thinks.
dude, this dude made me feel like as if I was less of a human being. That naive Nigerian girl. I'm like, Kenny, I've shopped insults in this life. I go to the house, not knowing these people had told my kid that, oh, your mother is doing a shower in the north. That's why
Trying
has
to
not come
poison
to.
the mind of
Oh,
your
that
child.
because I've dyed my hair, I wear anklets, I should not come and use my lifestyle and teach her how to be a prostitute, what. Like, Daniel, see me, you did this to me. If my spirit forgives you, then it means God is by your side.
You told me he has passed on, right?
No, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
Not Lydia. Oh, Lydia, I beg,
Yes,
please.
Dad.
still very much alive. But you could not kill your voice. Before they come and say I'm the one that dying. I beg, he's still pretty much alive.
Sorry.
Don't worry, he's not
Okay.
dying yet. You have to show him Pepe. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, nah, what he did. I even when I came to that house, he didn't even have the decency to show up. Like when I came and I was, oh, dude never near there. Even never even let me see him. It's like, wow, really? No problem. I waited, went back, came back to Tamale, strategized.
I guess it's safe to say that your kids are blessed to have you in the sense that you chose to have them. Like
Yeah,
regardless of the situation, you fought for them. Because a lot of times it's difficult. I don't know if I should use the word difficult
sure.
to see women go like, oh, I think I'm ready to have a child, then they have a child. Usually it is, oh, I got pregnant, and then my parents or the guy says I should have the baby. That's why they are having the baby. Usually we don't hear someone go like, oh, I want to have a baby because I want to have a baby.
Okay, so as I said, one of the ways I deal with my mental health is music. I also love dancing, so I dance a lot. I also love swimming. I do that a lot. I come here at the Magnolia Center
Okay.
to swim almost every Sunday. It's a lovely facility where, I mean, it's for families, family friendly. So we have the swimming pool, we have the playground where I just chill. I have a lovely family over here that they're very welcoming, they're encouraging, and it helps. And I'm also in therapy as well. I
Oh,
have,
that's
yes.
amazing.
I mean, yes. I mean, everybody needs
It
a
needs
therapist.
therapy.
Everybody needs a therapist. I
True,
beg.
true.
It's not easy because I am usually the therapist.
Yeah.
So now the therapist needs a therapist.
Everybody needs somebody, I
Everybody
guess.
needs somebody, yes. And I felt it has really helped because I could, even me myself, I could see progress. Because after a few weeks or even a month or so, I was able to get my shit together and start figuring out stuff. Yeah.
Some would say therapy is expensive. What about that?
For me, I'm not paying money for it, though. I do it over the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
So
is that to say like a friend who is a therapist? Oh,
exactly.
beautiful.
Yes. So I was able to get that connection. But I'll still tell people that even though it's expensive, is it not better than you waking up one day and breaking?
True.
And then you have a mental breakdown.
True.
They send you to a psychiatric hospital. They are a known crazy cuckoo person.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stigma apparently to people who have mental issues. And I have friends who have genuine mental disorders, and I tell them, be proud of your disorder. It is not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not something that you went to the market to buy.
Exactly.
You cannot control the situation.
Yeah.
So why are you hiding the fact that you have an issue? Let
Yeah.
people know that this is your issue and
And
this is
you're
what
trying
you
to get better.
that is all. You're
That's
trying to
all.
get better.
Yeah.
And it's not easy for a lot of them because immediately they know that, oh, she has mental issues. They kind of sideline her out.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to her. They don't want to converse. And it's annoying. But I think so far I've been able to find a way around it. Just find a way and cope with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any last words for single moms out there or
Yeah.
for people who probably have underlying health conditions and don't know how to navigate their way through life? Any few words?
Okay, so I'll start with the underlying health conditions. It's not easy having a incurable disease. It gets better when you take care of yourself. I've seen that happen. Even though I have asthma, I am able to swim. I'm able to walk for long distances. I I don't excruciate myself too much. I take very good care of myself. So one of the advice is that don't let what is in you limit what you can do. Do as much as you can, even if you die trying. It is better than you not even doing it at
Anything
all.
at all. You'd have
And
lived the
to
life.
yes, and to single moms, you guys are my heroes. You are doing what a lot of people wouldn't want to do alone. And all I want to say is it will get better. It can be frustrating, but you have to make your kids your friend. You have to be able to find a balance because it's not easy being the disciplinarian and the cool mom all at the same time. Because you are there, I can fool a lot with my children, but immediately, hey, mommy's angry. Yes, so at least they know that there is a boundary I give. That oh, even though I am happy, but you need to know when I am angry. You need to know that okay, mommy has switched, so get your shit together. Yes. So I just advise that don't ever put your children in your personal issues. even if you are single, make sure you either stay single by choice, or even if you're going to be with someone, your kids need to know them
Yeah.
so that they can be able to
Sorry.
filter the kind of things that happen around you. Your kids can be your protector. That's the funny thing we don't consider. They look at them, oh, they're just kids. No, they're in your life for a reason. They're there for a reason. So I encourage single mothers. It's not going to be easy being one, but be proud of it. There is also respect with that aspect too. So even if you're not even getting it, demand that respect. It's very important because you're doing what a lot of people are not doing. And at some point it's going to get better. And I just want to say a big thank you to every single person that has been a support system to my kids. Is it my Tamale Offline Hangout group? Is it my Matter Inspires Foundation family? Is it my Nuku family? Is it my Tamale family? Every single person down to Accra, wherever I go, who constantly just wants me to be a better person.
Yeah.
They have literally helped me take care of my kids and bring my kids up. So I want to say a big thank you, Tipaya, Medase, Osheo.
We are also grateful
Yeah.
that you could make it today.
Yes.
And thanks for being a light and a beacon of hope to people who
Thank
know
you.
you and those around you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we meet you, oh, it's as if you don't have problems.
Yes, funny enough,
It's as
yeah.
if you don't have
It
problems.
feels
You're
that
always
way.
active. Like, that is inspiring. I
Yeah.
hope that people can put themselves out there like you do. Sometimes it's just about hanging out with people like you who have
Yeah.
life and try to just forget about the issue that you have a little bit and try to open up. I always tell people that talking to people does not really hurt. You understand? I always say that the only way to get better is to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And how to do that is to have a good set of people around you.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you for
Oh,
coming today.
thank you for
So much.
having me. I hope this will not be my only time on this trip.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yes, yes.
So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and get people on board. Until next time, it's bye for now.